Now, Israel and Lebanon resolved their maritime border dispute with an agreement earlier this year. Well, now Egypt's President Sisi has issued a presidential decree demarcating his country's maritime borders in the Mediterranean. Here to tell us more, independent commentator Nervana Mahmoud. Great to have you with us, Nervana. So tell us a bit, if you would, about what exactly President Sisi has announced and why it's significant.
Right. Basically, in simple terms, it is a unilateral demarcation of Egypt's western border with Libya. And it is significant because, as you rightly mentioned, every country in the East Med is trying now to protect its rights and its economic rights in the east, in the sea, and its gas exploration for the future. And as you know, that Egypt wants to be a gas hub in the region, and this is very important for Egypt at the moment.
And the Mediterranean border disputes have kind of put Egypt and Greece on one side and Turkey on the other. What is the issue there?
Good question, Laura. So here is the thing. Egypt have signed a maritime deal with Greece and with Cyprus. Sorry. While on the other side, Libya have signed a maritime deal with Turkey. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Are you all right there? Do you want to grab a sip of water?
Yes, please.
While we're talking about, because it is very interesting, isn't it? Because you've got several countries kind of scrambling at the moment, aren't they, to try and stake out what belongs to them in terms of this Eastern Mediterranean gas. Because, as we know, Nervana, it is increasingly valuable at the moment. Europe is suffering terribly with gas shortages. So let's talk about that in a moment. But back to the issue with Turkey, if you would. Egypt and Greece on one side and Turkey on the other. What exactly is happening there?
Thank you, Laura, again. So what happened is that, as I say, Egypt signed a maritime deal with Greece and with Cyprus, but never signed a maritime deal with Libya to identify its western border. Libya at the moment have two governments which are competing on the power and control. One of those governments, which is the expired government of Dibeba, have signed a unilateral agreement with Turkey that is not accepted by all its neighbors, and it infringes on Greece's right, especially on the island of Crete. So on that whole mess, Egypt want to protect its right, want to protect its border, and it is by its right, according to the Convention of the Law of the Sea, which, on the other hand, Turkey have refused to sign it. This convention is saying every country have the right to demark its border, provided it's not encroaching on an island of one of its neighbors. And because there are disputes, Aegean dispute between Turkey and Greece, Turkey refused to sign that convention. However, it rushed and signed a deal with Libya, which completely obliterates Crete out of this equation. What is interesting, President Sisi did at the moment is actually indirectly protecting the Greek right of exploration around the island of Crete, because Egypt gone a little bit western to its maritime deal with Greece. So it's gone a little bit toward the Libyan side, claiming it is part of its border, which was agreed between Egypt and the colonial power Italy in 1925, and then later in the 50s between Egypt and the government of Libya at the time. And it's just a straight line, 12 kilometer with 200 kilometer economic right. And a lot of gas companies are interested in that line because they want to explore and they think there is a huge amount of gas in this area.
Yeah, I mean, we're already seeing the French company Total Energy, aren't we, beginning exploration off the coast of Lebanon. But just moving forward, we're already seeing alliances formed because of the gas resources. Do you think this is going to have a big impact on geopolitics moving forward?
Yes, it's interesting because if you remember, we talked in the previous time about normalization between Egypt and Turkey. And I remember that I said that Libya is the elephant in the room. Greece, if we add it to the equation and the complexity, have filed to the United Nations saying that the Libyan-Turkish agreement, maritime agreement, is illegal, and they put all the reason for that. Libya and Turkey, however, have submitted a letter to the United Nations refusing the Greek claim. It's interesting to see that President Sisi have put the maritime or Egypt declaration of its western border immediately after Libya and Turkey have refused the Greek claim, which highlighted that Turkey is not interested in normalization with Egypt, and it just was trying to isolate or divide Egypt and Greek relation, and that didn't happen. Greece, clearly from the statement I have seen this morning, is perfectly happy with Egypt declaration. It feels actually more safer and more support of its claim. I believe that a lot of gas companies want to explore in Crete, and that will, or around the border of Crete, and that will protect the Greek, accelerate those deals, because now Egypt and Greece seeing things one by one,
okay.
But I believe that the maritime deal or the maritime demarcation by President Sisi still leave a room of negotiation with Libya, because Egypt doesn't want to alienate Libya in that equation.
Nervana, I'm sure it's a topic we will visit again, but thank you very much indeed. We appreciate your analysis. Nervana Mahmoud there. Thank you.
Thank you.